Hey, welcome to Dog Talk Live. We're here on YouTube as well as Facebook. Here to talk to you about dogs. Broke in and figured we'd do a morning one this morning on this day instead of afternoon, just because I got a bunch of stuff to get done. We've had bad weather, so this afternoon I've got a pile of different things to get set and get rolling. But I wanted to stop in and talk to everyone. Memphis is, oh, she was stretching. Memphis is here. She, of course, is the co-host to Dog Talk Live, although she puts her back to you and licks my face. And she wanted to be on here too. She wanted everyone to realize that dogs need treats. Now, Memphis would tell you that she needs all sorts of different types of treats. I will tell you that you have to make sure that you are working with your dogs and their treats and checking what the caloric value of those treats are. There are a lot of treats that are, in essence, like giving your kid a candy bar. What I tell our clients is that, sorry for boring you, Memphis. What I tell clients is that if you're looking to give your dog treats, especially when they're puppies and when training, what I suggest is take their kibble out. You measure what their kibble is for that day, and then use the kibble from that for your treats. Now you're getting where you are controlling what your dogs are taking in, and you are making sure that they don't get fat. Memphis would like you to know that she was actually on a diet once. She was 55 pounds. She's a 50-pound dog. We put Memphis on a diet because she was 10% overweight. That's the thing I try to implore people on is when you look at your dogs and their weight, don't go by pounds because we think as people. And 5 pounds on a dog is not that much, but 5 pounds on a dog like Memphis is 10%. So that is like me being 20 pounds overweight, which sounds shocking, sounds terrible. Is somewhat true. Now, maybe not 20 pounds, but at least 10. But you have to look at it as a percentage so that you are keeping them at a healthy weight for their joints and for their overall health. If you have dogs that are constantly overweight and you are demanding different things from them out in the field, you can actually lose your longevity for your hunting partner, for in the field, but also for their life. So give them the best chance for success. Put them at a good weight. Keep them at that weight for their whole life. You're going to have to continually work with them on the different weights that they're at and continually adjust their food. You need to be smart about it and just roll forward. So, Dog Talk Live, if you're here, you have to tell us where you're from. We need some questions, and we will take the questions and answer them on YouTube as well as on Facebook Live. So with this, as you have questions, please just pop in with them. Let us know what they are. Again, today might be on the shorter end, depending on the amount of questions we have, because I have a bunch of stuff to do. Yesterday, we got like 2 to 3 inches of rain. The acres are very soggy here at Soggy Acres, but it also set me back a day on dogs, getting them trained. So it is something that we just have to get to the point where we get caught back up. I'll give you an idea about dogs. I've got one dog that we're actually going to send home for a few weeks. He is struggling a little bit because he is just down on having pressure put on him. So what I will do, and this would be a good tip for people if you're training your own dog, I'm going to have this dog go home and have him have fun and have him get to the point where he is running and retrieving and having a good time, and then bring him back. I've tried lowering the pressure on him. He's just at the point where he's just not happy. So there are times when you need to take a step back in your training. You need to completely take pressure off dogs, let them depressurize, and then bring them back in. So this dog is going to go home for a couple of weeks, and then we will bring him back and get him so that he is up and good to go. Come here, Ace. Ace wants to say hi. He says that we only show the girls. This is our dog, Soggy Acres Red Baron. He is very happy to be here. He likes to lick my beard as well. And he He thinks that he needs to be as part of the show. He is not real talkative, just like Memphis. Not saying a whole lot, but he wanted his little time in the sun. So say hi, Ace. Say hi to everyone. Oh yeah, it's a good boy. All right, so please get us some questions in. Let's see what we can help you with today. Chewbacca in the background, which is my phone ringtone. We got New York checking in. We got Wisconsin checking in. Where else do we have here? We don't have any polls. All right. New York, Wisconsin, New York again. Can you tell us what you feed the dogs? As far as treats, again, we use kibble, and my wife gives them pumpkin in our sterilized bones. We talked about that yesterday. As far as foods, I use American Natural Premium. It's a good solid food. Purina Pro Plan's a good food. Eukanuba is a good food. Iams is a good food. Fromm is a good food. There's a lot of really good foods that are at about the same price point. We use American Natural Premium because, quite honestly, I get a really good pallet price because we buy it for the kennel. So we buy 48 bags at a time of each type, and we get a really good price break on it that the other foods don't. The other foods aren't marketed at times as much to kennels. They're more of a retail type store. So even though the foods are all in the same category price-wise in the stores, we get a really good price for us here, which when you're buying the amount of food that we do, it really becomes a big deal for us on our bottom line. But all of those foods are good, solid foods. Basic premise is if you can find a food in a grocery store, it's got a lot of filler, it's not as high quality. If you find it at Fleet Farm, Petco, PetSmart, those type of stores, you're going to get a better food because it's just going to have higher ingredients. It's going to be a little bit higher price, but again, if you are dealing with foods that have a lot of filler, you're going to end up feeding the same dollar amount probably because you're going to have to feed more of it. So I hope that answers your question. Again, it is Thursday. Let us hear your questions. I very much want to try to help you out today, help you with dogs. Today, after all of the rain, I am going to take the dogs out, and we are just going to work on basics. We're going to work on hold. We're going to work on retrieving. Going to work on our whistle command. We're probably going to go to a different area on the property than we normally train just to let them see different things. It is very windy here today, so as far as doing some marking, I'm not huge on doing marking and scenting when it is when there's a high wind. We're at about a 25-mile-an-hour sustained wind today, but it is still something where we will take the dogs out and work with them on some different things that I've seen that we need to work on in their training. So that is today. Every day is always different when you work with dogs, and every group of dogs is different too. I think a lot of it has to do with the weather that you have, what's going on in your trainer or yourself in your life, so that you have different things that you really hit on and do well on, and then you always have things that you got to go back and redo or work on. And that's the same for trainers. It's the same for individual people training, whether you're working by yourself or with clubs. You always have to look at where the dogs are at and what you need to work on so that you can go back and really strengthen them for the upcoming season. If you have an older dog, I always suggest going back and working on your obedience. It is never there's never too much time there's never a dog that doesn't need training. You can always go back and revisit things and work with them on things so that you can get them so that they're in a better position for the upcoming season. So let's see here. John, I usually don't give my dogs rawhides. What are your thoughts on rawhides for treats? John, I do not do rawhides for our treats. Again, we do the sterilized filled bones. And then once the filling is gone, and we actually refill them. You can use things like baby food, like banana. We use pumpkin, stuff that is healthy for the dog, that gives them some things that they need in their diet, but also don't have a ton of calories. So that is kind of what we do as far as treats. As far as toys, We try to get the toys that are more indestructible, but at the same time, a lot of times we just buy the toys that are in the dollar bin, because even the indestructible toys are. Second, sorry about that, folks. Had a call coming in. We will make it go to voicemail, so it'll take care of that. Again, if you are looking for puppies, the warning that I will give everyone is that your good breeders are going to be incredibly full right now. We are getting call after call after call of everyone that is stuck at home that wants dogs and are requesting puppies, and we are booking for fall litters for take home. These are summer litters, and to give you an idea, I've got 1 litter on the ground, 2 litters that are due. They're all sold. I've got 3 prospective litters we're going to breed in the next month or 2. We only have 3 spots left in one of the litters for boy puppies, for yellow boy puppies. So it is crazy busy. Be patient. Remember, you're buying this dog for the next 15 years of your life. Don't make a mistake by being impulsive. Find someone that runs a good business. Find someone that has good breeding stock and good genetics, so that you are going to get a dog that is going to perform at the level that you want, whether that's as a pet or out in the field. And obviously, even if it's out in the field, it's both. So my words of wisdom for you today. Please let me know what questions you have. We had good questions on treats. We had good questions on food. Let me know what else we have. Can't wait for puppy breath. I hear you, John. We're going to get that puppy breath rolling. We are putting this is the last call for people on our order. We're ordering our Soggy Acres Retrievers gear. We have sweatshirts being ordered, long sleeves being ordered, as well as we have a new line of t-shirts that we're going to be bringing out. T-shirts, we should have an ample amount available, and once we have those printed, I can go ahead and show you those. But yeah, it's kind of cool. We also have hats. We have we have 5 different styles of hats. So if something where you are looking at getting a hat, let us know. We'd love to have you get into some Soggy Acres gear. When we're selling our stuff, quite honestly, I'm pretty much selling the stuff right at cost. We put it at a certain dollar amount. I impute the tax in that. So if our t-shirts are going to be $14, that is with tax. And then we have our shipping. It's $10 for shipping anywhere in the U.S. And then sweatshirts are $30. That's with tax, any size. And our long sleeve tees are $18. And that, again, is with tax. So their prices are basically at our cost. They're high quality, and it's what I wear. So it is really good stuff. And the hats were $20 on a hat for 2 brands, and then I think we're like $16 on the other brand of hat. But hat shipping is $8. So if you have that interest, please let me know. We'd love to get some Soggy gear to you. What percentage of your dogs go as field dogs versus pet dogs? Marty wants to know. Marty, that's a great question. I would say, are running right around 50-50 for dogs that are going to hunting homes and dogs that are going as pet homes only. It is always interesting to me. A lot of kennels will demand that a dog needs to be a working dog if they're going to sell to somebody. You know what? A long time ago, I hit the point where I realized that even most people that are buying a hunting dog are going to hunt the dog probably 2 to 3 days a year. So we more worry about just making sure that people understand that a Labrador Retriever needs exercise, at least 30 minutes a day, and that they are going to get that. They're an active dog. We don't preface if a dog has to go to a hunting home. We just want to make sure that the dog is going to get activity, whether it's going for walks, going hiking, hunting out in the field, or running competition. All right, let's see what we have. Steve McCoy. Let's see. Are you done filming your shows? Steve, yeah, we are no longer putting out any more episodes of Sporting Dog Adventures. Don't know if you know, but last year my middle son Cole passed away, and it's been very difficult for us. We've had a lot of kind words and everything from people. I can tell you though, my heart is not in it having a family show without all my family here. So we ended at season 9. I am going to start working on trying to do some different filmed dog training tips. I've got an app for editing on my phone, so I'm going to see what I can put out as far as some furthering tips. They'll be edited by me, so they won't be highly produced, but they